Hello everyone, welcome to my channel The Hardcoder. So in this video we are starting to build one chat application. So means I can say like after completing this video you can able to develop a full stack chat application. So in this video actually this application is built on front end will be React, and as a backend we are using Node and Socket. So with the help of Socket.io, we have built this chat application. So this is a demo. Like so, their user will provide two input. One is nickname, another is room ID. So nickname like I'm giving like Jack, and room ID I'm giving like test. Anything you can give number, you can give any string, anything you can give, but this should be unique. So now I'm starting to join. Click on the join. So admin means our platform has notified to the Jack you have joined, means Jack has joined. So this type of notification Jack will get from that from our side. Our side means from the software, means from the application, as you can say from admin. And when like some other guy will join, like I'm giving another name is Joe, and room ID I'm giving like same room ID I need to give. So this room ID is test. So where I'm just showing this is the room ID. So test and click on join. So when I'm signing or join, that time Joe has joined, that is also notified, and you also like Jack also notified that like Joe has joined in the same room. So this is the kind of things. And when someone is left, so another people, or means not another, some other people who are already joined on that room, so everyone will get notified like that people has left or something. So this type of notification, so those people will get like that way. You can use like on a note like toaster also for showing that also, but where I just make it as simple as possible, because we are only focusing on that functionality part, not that visuality. Okay, so as much as possible I already built in the user friendly way, but still you can do more better. In this video we are only focusing on that functionality part, on the developer part, not on the design part, or not. And also we are not focusing on the HTML CSS part. We are only focusing on the Socket.io, Node and React, how we will build this chat application. So this is our topic. So let's start. So just open VS Code editor. So before that, I'm just I'm just closing all those things. So so this is a blank editor, and I'm giving this already not giving. I already gave this chat application name is chatting. So that is nothing, just it's that name is came in my mind, like we can give some name to that application. So I gave that chatting. So this is the chatty. So I need to create two type of means. This chatty application is built on front end as React and back end as Node. So we need to create two folder. So first I am creating like front end. Second one is back end. So also for front end and for back end is Node. So here I am opening terminals. I'm opening two terminals. So first one is like for content, and second one is for backend. So first let's start to set up backend stuff. So for set up backend stuff, what we need to do, we need to install some dependencies. What we need to develop a server means to create a server and build that application. So for that we need what the dependency we need, like we need you can say Express we need, because we are using Express server, and NodeMon. What is NodeMon? If you are using NodeMon, then you don't need to restart your server every time. Like every changes, after changes, you don't need to change. You don't need to restart your server. It will be automatically restarted. Then Socket.io. So Socket.io is actually one, like you can say, one type of method or one type of socket. So this will actually provide provide to real-time data transfer. So socket IO is helping to transfer real-time data. So this is a socket IO. So now hit enter. Oh, sorry, you can't. Sorry, it's bad. Sorry for my bad. Like first we need to initialize that npm package. So for that npm init, and I'm keeping by default. So that's why I'm giving -y. So it's creating one package.json file over there. You can see. And now we need to install all those stuff. Oh, sorry, npm I we need to give. So npm install .save. So it's already started. And so and also for front end, what from front end also we need to install some dependencies. So but before that we need to create a React app first. So for React app we need to run one command, that is npx create React app /. So why // means what React app will be installing, it will be installing on that folder, means inside the front-end folder. So it will take bit time. So it's about to finish that installation. So also we need to install some other dependencies, like we are using, let's see. So we are using React emoji. So like what is React emoji? So React emoji actually helps to means convert some input to emoji. Like we are giving like this type of input, right? So it will be converted to smile or something. So this type of emoji, it will help to convert. Like we need to give such as this type of emotions. So it will like just convert. So for that we can use React emojis. So those dependencies we also install. For Socket IO, we need to install Socket IO client. So let's start. So already our React has installed. You can get, yeah, you can see. So we also need to some other we need to install some other dependencies like npm I React. Like I'm I'm already told, like React emoji. Then we also need, oh sorry, I also hit enter. Okay, let it be finished first. Now like npm I we need React router DOM to switch the route. Then socket io.client. For backend we have installed socket IO, and for client side we need to install socket IO client. So socket.io client. So it should be dot. Sorry. Yeah, anything. Yeah, we don't need to install any other things. Okay, if anything will require, then we will install later. So first, let's start from the design part. Means for let's start from front end. First, what is there? Like we need to just build. We need to build the form first, right? You already show there one form is there. So that from that form, the user can give their nickname and also that room ID, and then when that user will click on that join room or create room or sign in, whatever you can say. So after then it will be means it will switch the another route that should be like chat route. So let's start. So first we don't need okay, so whatever is there, it's okay. I'm not removing means unnecessary things. It's not needed to remove, but if you can, then you can remove. So I'm not, because it's just a tutorial. I'm not go for any production or something, so I'm not removing the unnecessary things. It is totally fine with me, because it will not hamper me, means it will not hamper our project or something. So it is totally fine, so let it be there. So go to the index.css, just remove those lines, means those codes, what is not necessary for us. So for that, for index.css, I have already told we are not focusing the CSS or HTML stuff. So just I am already provided the GitHub repo link on the description. So go to the GitHub link. You will get one zip, unzip that, and then you will get the frontend and backend folder. So from frontend folder, go to the index.css file, and you will get the whole CSS. So copy it from there and paste it over there. So this is nothing. There are some. So those are not needed. So there are nothing. There are small means normal CSS is there, like max with margin, all those things, all those stuff is there. There are no high or SCSS kind of things is not there. It's normal CSS. Now go to the app.js. So in this app.js, first remove all those stuffs. Those are not needed. We also don't need these stuffs also. So first we are creating two route. So for route creating, we need browser. We need to call some methods to create or switch the routes or something from React Router.dom. This is a popular package, and it will help to give some methods to create some routes, or you can say like those routes actually single page application routes. No reloading will happen. No reload, all those stuff will not gonna happen. So let's import browser router. So B should be capital. So browser router as router. We also need route. We also need switch. And another thing we need, because if you can see in this package.json, like React Router.dom, what version we have installed, that is 6.0.2. Means it is still in beta, but there are some method changing is there. Means some code has changed. So if you go to that React Router.dom document, then you will get everything. So nothing here. Another method we need to call that is routes. So in place of the switch, I'm calling routes. Okay. So where actually first router means this browser router. So inside the router, we need to call routes. Means you already know who already have worked on the React. So previously we have used switch, but here we are not gonna use switch. On that means replace of the switch, we are using routes. And then route path we need to give, like which is the path, means that route path I am talking about. And previously we are using the component, means what component we need to show. Here we are using element. Okay, so this is the element, and we need to give the component like that. So far we need to create two paths. For home, we are using home component, or you can say home element now you can say. And another one is like chatting. And for chatting, we are taking room ID and that nickname you can say, or you can say username. So this will be like chat platform. Okay, so these two element, or you can say like element, whatever component, whatever you can say. So these two element should be means display over there when that means route path will be matched. So why I'm taking these two parameters, this is the parameter room ID and username, means when like that form, I'm talking about that form. First user should be provide that username and that username, or you can say nickname and room ID, then it will be route to the home page, means I'm talking about the chat platform. So on the chat platform, before that we need to take those two input from the user, and when it will be like land on the chat platform, then we will get these two things from the route. So that's why for one route to another route, I need to give that data, means I need to pass the data. So via parameter I am passing. So that's I am already thought. So you can give. So you need to create these two, like these two component first. So for home, I'm just importing, but I haven't created yet. So this will be like from, you can say elements. I will create one folder like elements then home. and another is the chat platform from chat platform. So where I'm creating one folder like elements, and here I'm creating two home.js. Another one is chat platform.js. On the home, just I'm creating one functional component, and here I'm just writing this is the like home component, and on the chat platform like this is the chat platform. Okay, now let's run npm start. So the localhost 3000 will be run. So you can see this is the like home component. It is showing perfectly fine, and then like chatting, then like one to then like something, and you can see chat platform. So everything is working fine now. Now let's create first home component. So go to the home component. Here we need to create one form. So let's create. So for form, I'm creating one div, and this div class name is content join from. I'm giving one label over there, like enter your nickname, and one input we need. So input type text nickname, or you can say like whatever you can give. So I'm not giving any placeholder over there. It's not needed because we already provided that label. So this type should be text, and we also need to give some class name. The class name is like input box. So this class name we are providing for CSS, and already I provided this whole CSS, and this is present on the index.css. Because this is very small application, so we can put all the CSS in a single file. That doesn't matter. Means it will not gonna it will not reflect. Means it will not gonna hamper our project or something. So this is one input. Another input. Okay, this is the first thing. So then we need to create. I'm giving some break. I'm giving two break. Then I'm creating another label. So like label enter. Enter like room ID. Okay, then next input type should be like same. And next we need to create one button. So in this button I'm wrapping with link. So this is a link is provided by React Router DOM. It is actually kind of, you can say, replace of anchor tag. Anchor tag is what it will happen like when someone is click on that anchor tag, it will just redirect and reload thing is happening. But for link, that reloading is not happening. It helps to switch the route. So this is a link, and we need to create like button like join or something, and this class name not button. This class name should be like button join. Okay, so this thing is already done. So let's see. So undefined reading path name. Something is happened. We need to check. routes. Actually, we need to provide these two, because when we are when we are going to use link, then we need to provide these properties like two. So now for now I'm just keeping it blank. So let's see. So this is the design you will get. So here you need to provide like nickname, and here you need to provide that room ID. And then when someone is click on the join button, then it will be redirected to the chatting platform, chat platform. So that design is done. So for home, what we need to do? So there we will get two input. So for that we are creating two state over there. So first state is like username. By default it is false. So what is state? What state is actually nothing. State is actually hold your variable something value, and you can set, that means you can change that value. Like you just set that function. So we are set room ID. So where also use state should be blank here also. So first initial state, everything should be blank. So nothing, when like we just on change event it will happen. So on change, we have set username. Set username should be e.target.value. Same things for room ID. So but this method should be like room ID. So when like we can write over there like you can give like when username and room ID both already user given, means both values there, that means all user already provided those data. Then we can redirect to another, like means related to the chatting platform. So that route should be like chatting. Then first we will accept, let's see what. So first we will accept room ID, then username. So room ID and then username. Okay, if not, then you can say null or something. Okay, now let's see. So you can't give the null over there. Now I'm giving like Jack, and room ID should be like test. So you can see this is the route, and this is the room ID, and this is the nickname, or you can see username. So up to this is done. Then we need to go to the chat platform. Now we have to design the chat platform. So in this chat platform, what we need, we just, okay, let's start. I'm creating one fragment over there. Okay, fragment is not there. Creating one section. I'm using basic HTML and CSS. Then header. Okay, section is needs one class name. Class name is like messenger, so I'm giving image here. No, sorry, image here. And header also need one class name. Image here header. Okay, so in this header, I'm creating just header part. I'm creating header part over there only. So like in div, I'm giving the class name, the messenger header title I'm giving. So messenger header title. So in this title, first we need to, I'm showing one icon. So that icon you will get from the repo. So I'm copy and paste it over there. This is the SVG icon. And then I'm just writing that application name. Like that application name is chatty, the simple chat. Okay. But you can say chat application. And here we need to just show the room ID. Like I'm giving like test room. Okay. So in this div, next one I'm giving like, I'm creating one link for sign out. So like I'm giving like class name is messenger header options. And here I'm creating one span. In this span, I'm creating one anchor tag and I'm writing like sign out. So this is, there are no actually means that storage is nothing. There are no session, there are no local storage. We are not using anything. So that's why if we are getting refreshed, or we are just means if we are using refresh, then every data will be lost. So that's why we are creating a normal anchor tag and I am providing normal slash. So that means when someone is click on that sign out, it will redirect to the home page. So when it will be redirected to the home page, that means that user lost everything and it will be, means this is kind of sign out, right? So our header part is done. So this is the header part. So this you can put it over there also, like I'm giving like, I'm creating one component, like I'm creating one folder like components, and here creating folder like this is the chat platform, right? Chat platform. Sorry, like chat platform. So in this chat platform, I'm creating one file that is header.js. So, and here I'm putting every code, all the code is over there. But you need to remember, this is that room name should be changed. Depends on the room name, right? What room name I will get from the backend. This room name means this room name I need to provide. I need to show up over there. So this will be like variable. So like I'm giving room name. So this room name I will get it from over there. Okay. So this header will go over there only. So also we need to import header from okay. So header is done. Like if you go, you can see this is the header. So header part is done. Now you need to create this content part, main area. So there are three parts. This is the header, then this is the chat area, and there the chat input message area. Means in that means this is the header part where we are showing only the header, and this is the things where we can show up the chat means messages, and this is the another area. This is a chat form. The chat form is from there we can means we are just taking the input from the user as a message, means they are giving the message input and their own button this is sent. So only simple things is there. So for that we also need to create message part also. So here I'm creating like main, and I'm giving like class name messenger chat. Okay, so in this main, I'm creating like two div. Why two div? Because first one is for left message. So what is left message? Left message means what message will be sent by the another person. And second message is the right message. So what is right message? Right message means what we have sent, means what I have, means like I am joining on the room and my friend has joined same room. So left message actually that my friend's message, and right message is the my message. What message I have sent to that man, I have sent to my friend. Okay. So first div, so I'm giving like class name. That class name I'm giving like messenger, like message, left message. Okay. And second class name should be like class name message, right message. Okay. And in this fair, we are getting div like class name should be, I can give like what, message bubble. Okay, in this div like I'm getting another div, and this class name is message info, and in this div I'm getting another div, there should be like message info name, and this is the name. So on that name I'm just underlining this name. Name means that username, means my, you can say like my friend name called. Okay. And after this div I'm creating message text zone. So I can give like div class name message text, and this area should be like for text content. Okay. Means whatever text my friend has sent or I have said, those things. So this is for left message. Another is for right message. So those are actually, yeah, those are actually same. So I'm copying. No, not from there. This thing is same as right message, message bubble, info, message info name, message text. Okay. So this is the things like I'm giving, that is my name actually, Anindam. So I'm giving like this is the Jack, who is my friend, and this is a Joe, what is me. Okay. For in this case. So this is the message part. So I'm creating another component, like this is called, sorry, in this component messages .js. Okay, I'm creating another, that is message. That means messages means when we will get that messages means more than one, and that message is a single. So whatever I have written, so I'm just cut it from there, from the main part. So I'm cutting, go to the messages, and here I'm paste it over there. Okay, and this part, this message part, I'm cutting from it there and paste it on the message part. Okay, so this message actually going over there. Okay, and these messages will go over there. Now, okay, something is error is showing. Oh, sorry. This is the two div there. So we need to use fragment over there. Yeah, now it's fine. So you can see this is the zone and this is the data image. So already I have told, if you copy it from index.css, over there already I provided this data image. So it is the small type of animation, and you will get some more other animation data image from the from the net. So it is available for free. So this is that means chatting zone up to this, and here we need to create that form. So up to this is done totally. So I think you will get it why I'm creating messages and messages means when you will get number of message, like more than one or two, or you can say like bunch of messages. So then we are using messages, and in that messages form we are calling every single message component in a loop. Okay, so that when we will do that time, means when I will do, you will get everything, not an issue. So this is the all messages you will get. Next is message input. You can say from where we take the input from for message. So I'm creating another component over there like message input.js. Okay, so for message input, we need to create one from over there. So RFC. Here I'm creating one form. So I'm giving one from class name. So class name should be like messenger input area. Okay, and in this area, I'm creating one input. So like input type, class name, placeholder, everything I've already given. And next one is button. So like messenger input sent. This is the messenger send button. This is the class name, and this type should be submit, and text should be like send, and this is the button. So this is the message input, and this I'm placing on the chat platform. Okay, so I need to grab it. Okay, now go there. So you can see this is the, so this is the first is the header, then this is the message zone, and last one is the message font. So our design has done totally. Now we need to move forward for the development part. So all the UI is done. Now I am closing everything from there. So now go to the backend. Now let's set up to server. So for server, we need to, I'm creating one file like server.js. And in this package.json, I need to create, means I need to write this command for running the script. Like I'm giving like start. I'm running nodemon server.js. Okay, so it's totally done. Now go to the server.js. So where we need to require express. We also require create server from HTTP that is already built in Node. So you don't need to install this package, means this is already inbuilt package. Then we need from socket.io we need server. So like from socket.io we need server. So we are using the like 4.3 something version for socket.io. So sorry, require socket.io. So if you go to the socket.io, so go to there, go to the documentation, server, initialization, and go to down, and you will get the whole code. So I'm just writing same thing. So already those 3 lines already I have written. Now I need to create that Express app. Then I need to create the server with that Express app, and then we need to initialize that server with that IO, and then we need to just means we need to catch those event, and we need to respond depends on the event, all those stuff, and we need to listen on the store. So those things I am writing. So let's start. So const app equal to Express, const server equal to, so I'm giving HTTP server over there, HTTP server. Then I'm writing IO new server, HTTP server, and also it will take some options. What type of options I'm giving? I'm just giving like cost policy. So for cost policy, I'm giving like origin. So you can keep star means all. Any type of website who actually want to access your socket IO, it's available for all. But I'm giving for for only port number 3000 for localhost. So I'm giving HTTP localhost 3000, and also you can allow some method also, like I'm allowing methods like, yeah, I can allow get, post, these 2 types, but it's not needed. You can keep it blank also. Why I'm just showing, but you can understand later when you are using that time also. That time, if it need, then you can use. Okay, so this is the IO. Then another syntax is IO dot on. We need to catch one event, that is connection. So remember one thing, some event name means this type of things. This event name, some event names actually predefined. So you can't use those events for your personal use. Personal use for your project use. So you just remember this thing. So this will return one callback. So in this callback, it will give the socket. So for now, I'm just console.log is socket.id. Okay. Now we need to listen. So I'm listening this thing on for 5000. So let's run npm start. Let's see any error. So it's totally fine and it's running successfully. Okay. Now go to the client thing. Means go to the front end. On that front end, so go to the source folder. In the source, on the chat means go to the elements folder and then chat platform. So what socket actually is working, it will be working from the chat platform, only from the chat platform. So you need to just remember this thing. So for those things, what is there, what you will get from the means what you will get in this chat platform page. You will get username, because we already passed those username via path, parameter path. So I'm creating those state for those. For manage those states, we are creating some state like username, say username, use state. I'm keeping it blank first. Then we will get room ID. So I'm giving like room ID, say room ID. This thing also I'm keeping it blank. Const users and set users. These users actually it's not needed for our platform, but still I am giving. Why? Because one method we will implement that will be like who are online in, or you can say who are already logged in the same room. So those user you can see like as a user you can see what means in which room you have joined. In that room, some other people have joined, you can see those names who also joined in that same room. So for that I'm giving but it's not needed. If you don't need to know, so you just keep it. We are not going to show, we just console of this. So this is kind of I'm thinking like I'm giving the assignment for you. You can create some UI for that on the means above of this UI to show that chat, means to show the online user. So this UI is the actual, the not the UI, these are whole things, how you are showing, how you are looping through all the users, all those stuff, because I am showing in an array. So rest of the work you need to do. This is the kind of attention. Sorry. This is the kind of assignment for you. So this type of mistakes happen. So, and when it will be done from your end, you just submit it to me on my email. I will also provide my email ID over there, means in the description you will get it. So this thing, okay, this will not be there. Sorry, this will be there. Okay, so I'm keeping. Okay, we need to also bring use. Okay, another thing we also, for here you can see there are one message input is there. Message input means we need to means some user will give some message on that input box, so we need to hold that message also. So like const message and send message. Oh, sorry, not this one, this message. Oh, sorry. So this message actually hold that message what user has provided from that input. And this is another one. This is a messages. That messages means what message already means some, like you are Jack and your friend name is Joe. So Jack giving one message, Joe is giving one message. All message will be go in a array, in a single array. So this array is actually called as messages. I am giving like those messages, what message already stored in that array. I am putting all those things in this state, message state. Okay. Another thing is for parameter, I'm creating one variable like params. So like use params. So with the help of use params, you will get all the parameters. Okay, you will get all the parameters from the route path. Now I'm creating use effect. So this is a use effect syntax. So what it does, use effect actually run before means component did mount, component like component after mount, all those stuffs it will be handling single. But we need to provide some dependency. So when some dependency has changed, it will be run according to that. So this is the use effect. So we need to, so what first we will get username and room ID from the parameters, right? Next, we need to, when that page has means when that page has loaded, after that means when that use effect will run, means use effect always will run first time. So when that page has means loaded, after that we just try to connect that socket type. So socket equal to IO, then we need to provide that link. For our case is HTTP localhost, sorry, 5000. Right, we have created this on this route. We have created that server for socket server. You can see. So this socket actually I'm keeping it for as a global. Not only this variable, and we also need to bring the socket IO from the socket IO client. This thing. So this is this IO. So when I'm getting this username and room ID from the parameter, we just set this room ID and room username on that state. Let's first set username, then set room ID. And when it is done, then we just emit one message. So how that message will emit like that. You can see like I'm emitting one message, means you can say emitting one event like join. So socket actually fired this event join to the backend and with this data. So what the data, this is the username and this is the room ID. Okay, so this method will go, and if any error will occur, somehow any error will occur, then we just alerting that error. Okay, so there are some dependencies. This dependency actually nothing, this params. So this is done. So you can say we got the socket ID. That means that room has joined, means that room has, sorry, that socket has connected. And if you can see, like go to the server, and if you try to, when that join is event, like when that join event has called, like that, like socket dot on, when that join event is getting, that time you will get username, right, and room ID. So I am destructuring, and it will also get one callback. Okay, here. So first let's see, like console dot log. So now I think, I don't know, I'm just reloading it. So go to there, and you can see this room name and that room ID, sorry, room name, so room ID and that username you can see over there. So it's totally successfully means fire that event. So now go to the backend, not the front end now. Go to the backend, and here I am creating one file, that is users.js. So what it does, it is just handling the users. So how? Nothing, we are creating some methods over there like add user, delete or something. So I'm just nothing, I am just only manage one array. There I'm not going to use any database or something. So like users, I'm creating one array over there, that is initially it is blank. So I'm creating some like method like add new user. Okay, and there, so this new user, for adding a new user we need ID, we need username, we also need room ID. So these three input we need. So first username equal to username dot string. First I'm just removing all the space, all those things, and then dot I'm converting to lowercase. For same thing is for room ID. Now I'm just checking this user already exists or not. Okay, so first if room ID or username is not there, so I need to throw one error like username and room ID are required. Okay, and then we just checking that user has exist or not. Like const. So first we just try to find users dot find. So user dot room ID and the room ID and user dot username means what username actually user is provided, and this username and this room ID is exist in that user's array or not. If exist, okay, if exist, I'm giving like exists user. So if exist user, this is exist already, then again we need to throw one error. Username is taken. That means username already taken. If not, then we just push the new data to that users array. So users dot push, then like ID, what data we already get, all those stuff we just push. So just copy it from here and paste it. And then we need to return that users. So return users. Done. So this is add new user. Another is we need to remove. How to remove? So const remove exist user, means what user already exists, we want to remove that user. So for removing, we need only users and ID, like const, I'm giving like index equal to, first I'm just finding that index is there or not. If that is there, then we just remove that. So we are using splice method. Here I'm putting index, how many element, 1, and this is the position. So this is the method to remove. So already I removed that user. Next, another is get user. Nothing. For that also we need ID, and we just find them, just return it, nothing. And another is const get users in a room. Get users in a room. I already told, like, we need to show some users who are already present in that room, what room you are using now. So that functionality I am doing, just you need to provide that UI and you need to do some front-end stuff over there. That is your assignment. You can take it as assignment. So for that I need room ID, because I need room ID who are present in that room. So nothing, we just need to user.filter. So like that. Now we need to export everything. So add new user, remove exist user, get user, and get user name. And those things also we need to import on that server file. So go to the server file and just import everything. I'm importing over there. Okay. So this thing is done. Now you can also create a router to checking this server is running or not. So nothing, I'm just creating, but this is not needed. If you don't want to create, so you don't need. So this is router. Okay. So when someone is coming on there, so server is up and running. So you can chat now. You can start chatting. Okay, so this type of response we can show to user, means if someone is landing on that page. That's why I'm creating this router, but it's not needed to create. It's totally totally depends on you. So I'm also import this router and I'm also using this router. Okay. Now I need to go to the function part. So when someone is request to join, so that time we will get username and room ID. So where we need to add that user to that user set. Okay. So const, here you will get two things. If you will get error or you will get user. So if any error you can, then you will get error. So this is the method add new user, and for ID I am using sockets ID. So socket.id, and then username, then room ID. So if any error will occur, then return the callback with error. If not, then we can simply join that room, right? So already socket.join. This is the method to join a room. So and you need to provide the room ID over there. And when that room has joined, then you need to one message. We need to emit one message to broadcast to all the users who are present in that room. Okay, from admin side. Admin side means from platform side. So I can give like socket.emit.message that user, I'm keeping like user is, so user should be like admin, and the text content I am writing like username has joined. So this type of message we can throw when someone has joined this room to everyone who are present on that room. So everyone can get notified, okay, Okay, this is the first thing. Another thing, we also need to broadcast to everything. So socket dot broadcast dot to, then we need to use that room ID and also emit message. Okay, user should be admin and that text content should be has joined. So first, when someone has joined, obviously admin will notify you. And if admin will notify you, then also we need to notify to everyone. I already told whoever present on that room ID. So for that, we need to use broadcast. Broadcast means everyone. And dot to, that means whoever match this room ID. So whoever present on that room ID, so for to everyone, we need to send this message that guy has joined or that people has joined or something. Jam, Sam, Jodu, Modu, or you can say Ninan, Jack, Joe. So those people has joined. Okay. And then I also need to send to that room ID some room data. Room data means I'm sending whoever present means what means how means who are already joining that room. So I'm sending those users information. Okay. So like room ID is user room ID and also that this thing. So I'm just fire this event means I'm sending to that room to emit that message, because like you can see, okay, these people is joined this room, these people has online in this room, so we can connect with them, we can contact with them. Okay, nothing like whoever joined, if you give some message to everyone, whoever joined in the message, everyone will get same message. Okay, so I already told this thing, actually I'm just writing for your purpose, so it will help to complete your assignment. So if you want to do this, totally depends on you, you can do or not. But I'm just thinking, okay, this should be a good feature, so we can implement it. So later I will implement, so that UI has left from my end. This is the main thing. So also I'm giving, so that's then I'm thinking, okay, let's complete and then make the video. But still, and on that time also, I'm one thing is came on my mind, that is, okay, I can give this thing to my all friends, whoever means who are watching my video, so they can read this code, they can understand this code, and they can implement something. So when someone is trying to implement something on that existing code, then obviously they need to learn, or they need to check all the codes, all the previous codes, then they can do something. So that's why I'm just so, but still I know whoever like beginner, so there those people or those guys or those friends will get some like confusion, get some like blocker over there to make this. So that's why I'm thinking, okay, let's we complete this functionality part, but just keep it the front end, just keep it front end for them. So that's why I'm just creating this backend stuff, or you can say those functionality stuff, but for front end stuff we need to do. So from here, from this room data, you will get everything, means you will get all the user data, whoever joined in that room, and you can show whatever you want, whenever you want, or what means wherever you want. So totally depends on you. So then whenever everything is done, then we need to just call back, nothing. So it's totally done. Now go to the front end, means chat platform. Here I am creating another use effect. Where I am creating another use effect? For use effect, like when that socket dot on, so when message event, or you can say message will be fired, that time we will get message, right? When we will get the message, that time we need to set the messages like that. We need to add that message with the previous message array, like this one. So initially it is blank array. So when I will get some new message, I need to add this new message to the existing messages array. So initially first time it is blank. So someone is write something, so it will be stored in that array. Again, someone will write something, and again it will store to the backend. So first time that length should be 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, like that way you are adding. So we are already using S6 method to adding. So like that way you can add. So this is the messages with that previous state value, and this is the message the new. So from like with previous, I'm adding the new one. Okay, and then again I already told I'm just giving room data, those stuffs for you. So this thing I'm writing for you only. So when room data event will fire, then you will get all the users who already joined in that room, and you just display all those things. Okay. So I'm getting some error. I need to check. Username, room ID, admin user. Okay, sorry. Okay, I think it's totally fine. Yeah, it's totally fine. Now I have messages array. So for messages array, I need to pass this messages array to there. So anyone can see those messages. So go to the messages. Here you will get messages over there, and I need to run that loop. Okay. So and there this is, it needs one key. Key should be like I. And this is the message, and this message will pass over there. And also username also I need. So username also it is passed. Okay, so whatever message, so everything you will get this message component. So here you will get message. So from message you will get from message you will get the text content and the user. So user you will get, and the text content you will get. So go to the server. This is the user, right? I'm sending the user, and this is the text content. Okay, now I need to check, and also another thing is there, that is username. So why I need, you can say, okay, I'm getting this username already in there, so why I'm getting this one also. So in this chat platform, when you can see, this is the username, what is coming from that path parameter, and this is the user, what is coming from the backend, or you can say the socket ID. So I need to match. Like first, I need to match that message is sent from me or from other. That thing I need to match. Okay, so this thing I need to match. So for that, okay, so for that I'm create one variable like sent by this user. So it is by default, it is false. First time it's initially false. Then I'm just trim that user, trim user. So I'm trimming that username. Then I need to check that user is actually that username, means both are same. If both are same, that means this is sent by the user, means this user means me. Okay. So if this is me, that means this will be coming on right. If not, then it will coming on left. Means what message I am sending by me, this will coming on the right side, and what message sent not by me, this will come on the left side, right? So I need to do the logic like that way. If that is false, then this will go. If not, then this will. Okay, so this is for right message, and this is the left message. Okay, so where we need to put that user, and here this is the text content, but this text content should be like wrapped with React emoji, right? So React emoji dot emojify, and then this text content. Now I need to import this React emoji from React emoji. Okay, so it's totally done. Now if you go to there, test, I'm writing room ID 123. Something is not matched. User dot room ID. Room ID has undefined. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let's try to debug first. User has undefined. Why? Add new user. Oh, this is not the users. This is the user. So here I need to write const user equal to this one. So after adding, I need to pass this thing. Now let's see. Test 23. Okay, something is not worked. Let's see. Username. Okay, so go to the messages, username, message, username. Username. Console.log. Undefined. Go to the messages, so that means here. Oh, here I am not passing the username. So test 1, 2, 3. Inject 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see that Jack has joined. This message we already get. Okay. So now we need to work on the send message part. Is this one. So for that, message part is done. So we need to create a method for handling that same message. So this is socket. No, nothing is needed. So now I am creating one send message. So this is like E. First thing we need to prevent the JavaScript method. We need to prevent that event. Okay. Now, if any message, like if any message is there, then we need to emit that message. So like socket dot emit send message. This is the fire method name. I need to emit that message. Means as a data, it will that message will go. This is the data, and this is the that fire event. And after that, when that callback will happen, after that we just reset that message to blank. Okay, and this send message will go. This send message will go to the message input method. Okay, and with this also some two things will be go. This is message and another is set message. Now go to the message input, and here you will get first is method, then you will get message state, then is set message state method. So you will get three. That send message, this is the method to handling that submit, then message, and then set message. So message, so it will be going this value, and set message. Oh no, sorry. And then on change. And another thing is anyone can send on key means on key press event. So when that key will be entered, that time we just send the message. Okay, e.target.value. Oh sorry, here we need to just send e. We don't need to, because on change event we already set that message. So it's done. And then on click method also we need to send that message event. Yeah, it's done now. So for front end already done everything on chat platform. Go to the chat platform. Here the room ID is missing. So this room ID will go in there, and users. So users, nothing. I'm just consoling over there, like console.log users. So this thing you need to do. This is your assignment. You need to show this user list in anywhere where you want. Okay. So I am consoling those users list. Console log. Next, go to the server, means backend. Here, what we need to do, this thing is already done. Here, when someone is send that message, that means socket dot on means send message. Okay, so it will catch message and callback. Okay. First, we need to get that user. So users. So I already get that users from socket with ID. This is socket.id. Then io.to. I need to also response means io.to the room ID with message, and user will be user.username based on the message, what message is sending, and then callback. Okay. Another is when someone is trying to disconnect. So socket on io dot disconnect. So disconnect is actually predefined event. So socket.io, and when that event will be disconnect, that time nothing. We need to remove that user first. Then if that user has removed, then means it will return some ID. So that means user has removed. Then we need to send all the users whoever already joined in that on that room. So says that like that user has removed, and again we also send means we also need to send that room data, means whatever users is there, because now that users is updated, right? Someone is removed, so that's why again I need to find that event room data. So it's totally done. So this is the method to send the message from one user to another user, or one user to many users in that room, single room. So nothing, it's to means it's sending to that room ID, what room ID is matched in the socket, and it's emit that message, and whatever message already I've sent, already I've given like for admin. Now that username has changed only, and the text content, but everything is same. So this is the thing. Now let's try to contact. So I think it will be running perfectly, that I'm thinking actually. So this is one thing, and this is another one. So this is the Jack. Room ID should be like test room join. Okay. Socket IO is failed with during to handshake. Socket.io is not the function. Where on disconnect. Oh, so this should be not IO, it should be on. So let's create again. So I am signing out. So like Jack, like I'm giving Jackie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nothing, like test 1. So Jackie has joined. Johnny, room name is should be like what room name I'm given, like test 1. Test 1. So you can see Jackie has joined here, Johnny has joined, and Jackie also get notified. Yeah, Johnny has also joined. Hello, brother. So you can see Joe has message and Jackie is getting. For Inter also it is working. Okay, here it is coming test content. That means something is not working out there. So go to that message. Okay, I haven't changed this one. So copy it from there, paste it. This is also, and for header also, room ID, it will go in this header. So this will be room ID. Now I'm just signing out. join. Room ID is ABC room, and phony room is like ABC, same room. No, sorry. It should be ABC. So now hello. So it's showing hello. Hello. How are you? I'm fine. So another thing we need to think also. So go to that all messages component. That is messages component, this one. Here we need to think when some new message will come, that time we need to just scroll will be going down. So for that we are using useref. So I'm creating one useref over there. Okay, and I'm creating one function like scroll to button. So this is the scroll to button. When that message entref.current and scroll into view, behavior should be smooth. This is the property you need to add. And when new messages will be changed, that time this method will call. So I'm running on use effect method. Okay. And I'm just creating one div over there. So when some message will come, that time it will come in as something like, let's start from the beginning, like test room, test 2, test room. Okay, so I'm adding here, also I'm adding. So nothing, I'm just, so you can see when new message actually came, this code is automatically going down. Okay, like I'm upping up and see this code is down to there. So this is the thing. So our application has totally ready. Now you are able to create your own chat application. Okay. So thank you for watching. If you like, then please like this video. And if you have any discussion, with me, or you need anything from me, just comment on the below, and please subscribe. If you are not subscribed yet, then please subscribe, please support. Then I will make more videos for you, and I will come with the more videos, and those will be like latest technologies. Those will be like upcoming version. Those will help you to grow to you, and those will come totally free. This thing actually I'm thinking it will be on the paid course or something, but still, like I'm giving you in a free, because I want you will learn, and you will learn from me. This is the proud things for me. So thank you. Bye bye. See you on the next video.